What's going on, YouTube? What's up, X? Man, what an insane day today was, huh? I guess all we can say today is the Coliseum belongs to the Bulls. Amazing what we witnessed today. I'm sure everybody's happy about their spot bags. Amazing to see. We had just these wild candles just the last, just the last 2 days have just been radical. But again, we'll definitely say it. The Coliseum belongs to the Bulls today because $117,000, $117,000 on Zoomex, 117, 380s. This happens so fast, man. Every time every single time they tried to short this thing, it just kept squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. Amazing. It happened so fast, too. I was hanging out, and I'm like, goodness gracious, what's going on here? Boom, 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 boom. So tonight, we're going to be going over Bitcoin. We're going to be going over a couple of different scenarios for your altcoins now that we have $115,000, $110,000, $117,000 Bitcoin, depending on where she pulls back to, and we can find some support. And then we can start looking for some of these altcoin setups. And before we do that, yeah, what's up, Blue? Are you not entertained by the all-time high? How about another? And another. The Coliseum belongs to the Bulls today. Amazing. I'm sure everybody's excited for their spot bags. If you own Bitcoin, if you own Ethereum, Solana, these altcoins are just getting started. If Bitcoin can find some grounds on, if it can maintain over 110. And we're going to be going over that here in just a bit. We'll wait for a few more to get in here. And then we'll go over some TA and see where I think Bitcoin should fall down to. Just to cool off a little bit before she continues to either rip, or two, we're going to go over, the summer scenarios as well, how the typical summers have been for Bitcoin. Right on, man. Using a different account here, Ryzen. Killer. I'm just waiting for a few more to get in here before I start going over the Bitcoin TA. I'm just watching the price action right now. You can see here that Bitcoin's trying to, she's trying right now. Everybody was shorting this bad boy, and the whales and the entities, they ended up having a, man, look at this nasty, nasty candle right here. This nasty wick up. This is sick. What's up, Irv? All right, guys. So we'll go over some TA, and yeah, I am inside of a trade right now. Here, I'll show you guys my trade. I am inside of a Bitcoin short. I've just been riding this out. I don't know how comfortable I feel about it, but you know, this thing was kind of playing around here. We had this massive, massive pump. Massive pump. I threw some small size at it with only 3x leverage. You know, some small size. I did $32,000 at 3x leverage for almost 100K on the trade. She looks like she's, you know, she looks like she wants to ride and maybe pump back up. Maybe we might be able to take another trade. I'm going to be locking this in, but we're going to let it ride for a little bit here and see what we got. But I did end up having the short. I did end up having this short here. And she was doing really well. I thought she was going to just roll over, man, at least back down to 113s. She did not. Bitcoin is still fighting. It is, man, crazy how it blows my mind how it's still fighting right now. How it's holding. But yeah, I'm in a nice little trade right here. But let's go back over here to TradingView. We can take a peek at all of this here. Take a quick little peek. This was a very, very, very strong move up, guys. Look at these momentum waves on the 24-minute. On the 1 hour, guys, these momentum waves are out of control on Market Cypher. I mean, just insane right now. This was a strong move up. Now, on the flip side, guys, if we just take a quick look, we'll look at the heat map. We can see here we cleaned out all the liquidity. All the liquidity was sitting right around 113s, 114s. We bulldozed. I mean, these guys sent it home, just full-blown cleaned out all the liquidity on everybody. There is no more liquidity to be had except for their own, the entities or the whales that made this candle right here. I mean, this is not a normal candle, guys. This thing bulldozed the market. Like I said, the Coliseum belongs to the bulls today because, man, I was hanging out with a friend, and out of nowhere, I'm sitting here going, let's go back to TradingView real quick. When we were just trading at... let's go to a 15-minute. We were trading inside of just this little flag right here. You know, just this little flag right here, and bam, you can see right up to the top. Beautiful little flag here, and it just I'm sitting here thinking, you know, at some point it's got to cool off. It's been doing these long consolidation. I don't want to call them a flag because this is just way too long to be a flag. But these long consolidations and just blasted, man, just nuked. And then we ended up having this beautiful little flag right here, and you can see that from here to here, it absolutely hit the target up here. These guys had it in full sync. Full sync. Yeah, what's up, Steven? You're in a short, huh? I don't know. I want to know how many of you guys are inside of a short. You know, this morning we were talking about it in my live stream and in the Coliseum in the premium chat. And I'm like, guys, this is tough acting right now. This thing's coiling up. I figured we'd at least get back to 110. At least try to get back to 110. And every time everybody's shorting this thing, they are squeezing them. At some point, she's got to cool off. Has to cool off. That was a massive pump today. I mean, we're talking what is this? From here to here. It's a 3% candle, 3-4% candle. So we're going to see what we can pick up. But Bitcoin looks like she's trying to fight right now. She might come up, maybe roll over, but we're in price discovery right now, guys, which is amazing. $1 trillion asset in price discovery. You got NVIDIA putting in all-time highs, $4 trillion market cap for a tech company. You got Bitcoin in price discovery. I mean, these things are priced out of the moon, you guys. $117. Remember, I was telling you 117 was going to be the number, dude. 117 was the exact number, and look at it. We hit the 112 first. 112 was the number. And then I'm like, guys, if they squeeze this thing, it's going to be 117. And sure enough, we came right up to exactly 117. I'm like, what the fuck? 112s. And I'll show you guys how I got to some of these numbers. Let's just remove all of this. Let's go out to a weekly chart. Let's go to BTC, USD. Let's go to Bitstamp, something with a long. And we were pulling the trend-based fibs, so we can see from the market lows to just this high to, where was it at? Is it this one right here? Is this where we put it? This 108, hold on, we had it all placed. Remember, we were playing around with the trend-based Fibonacci here. Where did we put it? This was our high right here at 112. There we go. All right. So that's how we did it. That 112 number ended up coming up, guys, from it being the Fibonacci golden pocket. So we ended up having 15.5 as our low, and this is a trend-based fib. So if we go from 15.5 to our all-time high of just 112, actually 111. Hold on, let's go. Was it right here? I'm trying to see exactly how we got that number, man. I've been playing around with this a million different times. I gotta remember how I pulled it, man. Trying to remember, Steven, how I called it on that, man. Give me just a sec here. I'm having a brain fart. I am having a severe brain fart right now, dude. I guess I got to look back at my own stream. Sheesh. This looks like more of a top, though, to me. Remember I was saying, though, yesterday, on yesterday's stream, what we were watching here is I said, hey, something like this, something just like this. And look at that, guys. Now, the only scary part about this here, all right, the only scary part here, if we go to the weekly, you guys can see here, momentum waves compared to this move up. On the weekly, momentum waves, not as strong. If we go to the daily, this is very, very strong. This is very, very strong as far as the momentum goes, but money flow is decreasing. All right, money flow is decreasing. If we go to a 4-hour, very, very, very strong move, but the money was flat. Again, anytime you have these low volume areas, right? Big moves can happen like this. And remember, Bitcoin was just sideways trading. There was, man, I remember multiple other traders were saying there's just so many undecisive traders in this range right here. We came down to, if we go to the, we had this, give me just a second here, this parallel channel. All right, we had this parallel channel that we were kind of seeing if Bitcoin was going to break down to the bottom of the channel. It did end up breaking out, doing a retest, consolidation. Everybody was very undecisive. All right, when you have undecisive traders, that means low volume. Nobody has a direction in mind. Everyone's just placing their bets. Nobody knows where to go. There's just undecisive traders, and this is what causes large moves like this. First one, and then like I told you guys yesterday that the more people try to short this, the more these whales or these entities are going to try to squeeze, and that's exactly what we saw today. All right? The more they try to short this, all right, break out on top of this, retest, and everybody inside of this little flag right here, again, undecisive traders again, when we're doing these little accumulations like this, sure enough, another massive move up. Another massive move up. At this candle took everybody by surprise because it just blew out. Again, when there's no volume, these guys can just annihilate this. Golly, it just took off today. Absolutely took off today. Yeah, Steven, I'm having a brain fart right now, dude. It's been just a heck of a day. I told you, I'm ready for another vacation after today. I'm wanting to see if Bitcoin's getting ready to ride on out of here, if she's just going to continue to roll over. Now, as far as these other assets go here, we got Ethereum, almost to 3 Gs. Again, yesterday's stream, we were saying that if she can get right out of this, she can get vacuum sucked. She can get vacuum sucked right up to 3,000. 3,050. And if we just pull a fib on this one's simple. God bless, I can remember this one. What the fuck? We're almost at the golden pocket. This is my target, guys. We're kind of front running it. But my target was 3,050, 3,100s. Especially if we can try to get out of this. So I'm expecting Ethereum to continue its run. For sure. I'm totally expecting Ethereum to continue its run. Solana. We go over to Sol. Solana hasn't gotten started at all. Oh my goodness. Sol is just getting started, you guys. If we just, again, if we pull a fib here from the bottom. Oops. We pull our fib from bottom to top here. You can see we had our low of $100. All right, $96, $95. We came up to 187, came back down to the golden pocket at 128s, 132s. Sol is ready to roll out, man. Sol is totally ready to roll out. And if we just pull a fib from the high to low, Sol's next target, if we can get past this $180, if Sol can get right past 180, I think that we're going to get vacuum sucked right up to 200. I think we're going to get vacuum sucked right up to 220s, 225s right in here. XRP, our target was just going to be right up here, up at the 266. 266 was our initial target. Again, guys, all we're doing is just pulling our fibs. 272s, next big resistance. But everything is primed up right now, man. Everything is just completely primed up. The stinky link. Also ready. $17 is going to be Stinky Link's next move. 17 bucks. You can see here we're getting stuck just at the golden pocket. All I did was pull the fib from the top to the bottom. First rejection is right here at this 1550. We get through that. We're getting ready to hit 1640s and then right up into that $17 mark. And I'm expecting all of this to happen probably in the next day. This is probably, if Bitcoin literally could just chill out over 110, no big moves, you bet your ass that these things are going to end up, you bet your ass that all of these coins are going to play a little catch up with $117,000 Bitcoin. AVAX, man, is just another one. It's another one. $25. AVAX Lex, $25. These are easy numbers, guys. Easy numbers. Let's get back over here to Bitcoin real quick, though, because something that I do want to, let's look at Sui, because you guys were saying Sui was ripping. God bless. Sui was just cooking 285s and just nuked, man. Look, everything's getting just stopped right at its initial where it should. Almost everything is almost too systematic right now that everything's just coming right down, coming right back up to the golden pockets, getting a little resistance. If these things break through this, get ready, guys. These things are getting ready to start melting some faces. Looks like Bitcoin's getting ready to try to take another run. I really did think that she would try to cool off tonight, but she ain't cooling off. I really thought at least. And what's crazy, guys, is that normally when Bitcoin makes these moves, you get these hard red candles back down. Hard red candles back down real quick, and then they come back up and hang out. This thing is not doing that. I mean, this is not a harsh red candle right here. This is nothing. But I'd like to see Bitcoin come back down to 110 and just kind of create its new range between 110, 117. It's almost like that 109s, 110s, and 101s when it was playing around in there. Almost everything is prepped right now. And again, I haven't seen any red candles today. Nothing just where I'm like, okay, she's cooling off for a second. We can create a new range. This thing is not creating any ranges. She is just bulldozing. Our whole stream tonight is literally about the Coliseum belonging to the Bulls today. And I'm sure all you guys are super happy that, you know, your spot bags are just getting ready to get started. Now, for the summer times, all right, summer times are normally not bullish. All right, summer times are normally not bullish. If we just go back here to Bitcoin, and the reason being is most traders are taking their time off. They're taking their time off. They're enjoying the summertime. But if we just go to, this is March, let's see, April, May, June. Let's go back here. So this is the first week of July. So this is it right here, all the way up into August. You guys can see here, this is June. We normally have a little blow off top here, a little rise, and then boop, there's July. Plummet, boom. All right. We go over here to July. There's the other July. Look at that. Again, we started off. We get that pump into July. Let's see. Let's go to July right here. July 1st, we get this little pump looking like we're going, and then we bleed out for the rest of the month. Okay, all the way up into August, guys, and then this is what happens. I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, well, did we just have our blow off top and now we're about to bleed down to the side for the summer before we absolutely take off back up to, I don't know, 125, 150K at this point? Jeez. But this is normally what summers look like. Here, if we go out to, let's go out a little farther and let's look at this. Let's look at Bitstamp. September, August, July. So June, July, here we go. There we go. Same thing, guys. So this one is a little different, but this was at the bottom of the bear market for this month, or for this year. This was back in 2022. Let's see, May, June, July. Here's July again. There it is there. December, May, June. Here. And let's see what happens here now. Let's see if we do end up, if this was our nice blow off top and we see our going into August. That we just kind of just bleed out to the side, kind of just go sideways. We had our nice big hoorah, come down to the side, and yeah, then we're ready for this. Look what happens though almost every single time though, right after these Julys. We rip. We rip going into December. We rip going into December, January. We rip going into December, January. Can we come out, go sideways, Maybe come down to this $100,000. Be in this massive range. Be in a nice big massive range right here. Kind of bleed out down to 100. Let's go right here. And then moon out to our 150, 130, 150K. After witnessing this 117,000, this 3% candle like that, I'm going to have to probably up my Bitcoin target to probably 150. Originally, I said 129s, 135s. I think, man, can we squeeze all the way up to 150K? I think so. But those are all the summers. That's the other thing that I really wanted to show you guys was how summer times fly. Normally have a big hoorah and then boom, big hoorah and then boom. And I would think that after today, I would think everything just needs to cool off for a second. Just take a breather, man. Goodness gracious. Today was out of hand. Did you guys love all of today's entertainment? I'm sure everybody was getting tons of different text messages and the apps were hitting you up. Everything was nuts. If there's any other coins you guys want to look at, let me know. We're just going to be chilling. Like I said, I'm in this short, little short, you know what I mean? See if this thing can roll over, give us a little bit of something. I mean, even just coming back down here, for Pete's sake. God bless. Can you just give us a little something? Nasty, violent moves. What's going on, David? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. If you guys are just joining, we've been going over a handful of different assets, just looking to see where they might be headed. We're looking at Bitcoin for the summer times. Look, there goes Biddy. Is she ready to blow out of this place again? One little green candle. You never know what you're gonna get. Another fucking nasty. That was insane, man. Golly, that was insane. I mean, even just a 1% move down puts us right at 115. Just a little 1% move down, 115s. This one candle was a 2.89% move up. And I'm just looking at a handful of different assets. Maybe we can see if we can take any scalps, guys. After all today's action, I'm hanging out. Like I said, I took a nice little, just a scalp short on old Biddy here. I think the Asian markets are getting ready to open up right now, right? Let's look. Yes, Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong, they are all open right now. All the markets are open right now. So let's see what they want to do. Do they want to take Biddy a little bit down, or do they want to keep pumping this bad boy? It's all good. We haven't been here too long. We haven't been here too long here, David Toth. I might be playing some Call of Duty with my sons later as well. But I'm doing good, man. Today was just a heap of excitement for sure. I really want to know if Bitcoin can get a little bit below this guy right here. I think we're probably going to be in the clear for our short, but let's see. Come on down, Biddy. Otherwise, she's just... Make sure that you guys are using stop losses, because this is crazy. Bam! If you're shorting anything right now with the way the market is, protect yourself. Absolutely protect yourself. And again, guys, I'm just floored that we haven't seen any big red candles on Bitcoin. Like, come on, man. They're like non-existent, you know? Like these, like this, like this. Yeah, they're almost non-existent. Again, if you guys are just joining us, we will definitely be giving a shout out to Zoomex. I'm going to be running with my partner Zoomex here, guys. We're going to be extending this out until August 6th. You get the 1-to-1 match to trade with. Lowest fees. All right, some of the tier 4 fees, guys. Tier 4 fees right off of the bat. Just signing up with the Cranksters Coliseum. And then after that, I think I'll be running a different campaign. I got a couple of different ideas, but I do want, if you guys are not signed up with Zoomex underneath me yet, to lock in those fees. You guys definitely need to be getting on it, because we might just not be giving everybody all those beautiful fees of tier 4. Just saying. But everybody should be joining. All the original crew, though, absolutely is locked in. Locked and dialed in, baby. Look at Bitcoin's just going for it, man. Red candles just don't exist with this fucker. I feel like she wants to at least try to come back up here into this a little bit. Let's see. ETH is trying to get after it as well. Solana. Do we get a third green day in a row? Go to the daily here. Let's see if we can get another green candle all the way up to 120s. Just pop off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is a green candle. I guess 1, 2, 3. But I want to see some big candles. 1, 2, maybe 3. Who knows? Looks like Biddy actually is going to try to go for it again, guys. Look. Asia hours. Can she break out of this? Look at her. There she goes. Let's see if she's going to break out here. Boom. You know, maybe she squirts up for a double top here. Double top right up towards this 117s. Double top at 117s, and then maybe we could take a little short up here again. 116.8. Look at that. If we just pulled a on this candle here, if we pull a fib retracement from the top to the bottom of this candle where we took off, you can see the reason why we're having a hard time right now is because this is the golden pocket. She could probably pop right up to 116,544. It's a nice little $500 move. I mean, that's a 0.5% move. There she goes. She's ready to rock. Let's see if she cooks all the way up to, like I said, right up in here, this 116 500s. It's going to be the first pit stop. And again, this thing has seen no red candles, guys. I'm talking about a sell-off. We have not seen a sell-off yet, which is insane to me that we have no red candles. Insane to me. Throughout all of this. These guys, the bulls, are in full control. I mean, full tilt. This doesn't count as red candles. I'm talking about red candles. Something like this. Something like this. We haven't seen any of this yet. These guys are in full control. Bulls are killing it right now. Like, this doesn't look tired at all. This looks like she's ready to just trumpet. And that would be entirely up to the Asia hours right now. Ain't nobody want to sell some Bitcoin at $117,000. Jeez. The other thing, too, guys, if this is our run and the alt season is coming and it's this summer, and let's just say that the charts are wrong because, you know, during the summers, at the beginning of the stream, I showed that we normally sell off in the summer times. And then things start getting heated up again around August, September, and they blow out through December. Be prepared with your altcoins. You know, be absolutely prepared with your altcoins to have a plan. Have a plan. Just don't, have a plan with your altcoins. When to sell them, what your goals are, the whole 9 yards. You know, if you're up 3x on your altcoins, you guys better start looking at it. If we start hitting some serious resistances from all-time highs on altcoins, let's just say like the Solanas, and you guys, the whole point is to just start having a plan. Have a plan in place so that way if this does happen, you guys aren't round-tripping again like a November, December. Have a plan. You had a plan to hodl your SUI, HBAR, and XRP. Everything else on the next big leg up for alts. Well, if Bitcoin does end up following a 4-year cycle and we end up topping this December and we go through a gruesome bear market for 27 going into 28, all right, all of 26, all of 27, then you're going to end up seeing, you will end up seeing a $1 XRP. And XRP is much more bullish and much stronger and battle tested than your other two coins. SUI, this is its very first run where it's gone from pennies to dollars, which means that it is going to take a ass beating when it comes time for a bear market for that coin. Same with HBAR. They're going to take an ass kicking for, you know, and I just know that XRP, and I said this on yesterday's stream, that XRP is known for round tripping 100%. Look at this. 100% retracement, 100% retracement, 100% retracement, 100% retracement. And so I do think that eventually you will have, I mean, I think you're going to end up seeing a $1 XRP again. I think you will see another $1 XRP. During this next bear market. And the thing is that I do think that this is an institutional Bitcoin super cycle. Things are different this time in the means that nobody wants to stay out of their Bitcoin positions for too long. Okay, if you go into an alt season and you have a 1 to 2 month alt season and things absolutely rip, you're gonna and these whales and these entities pump Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, your alts to some crazy numbers. They're not going to want to stay out of that Bitcoin position for too long. So I think you guys are going to have a 1 to 2 month Bitcoin cool off period, and your altcoins are going to go ballistic. And then that's it. It's almost going to be just like November, December. It's going to be like November, December. Can you guys hear me? Everything good? All I was saying was, with your alt season, what was the last thing you guys heard? I was telling you guys to have a plan for your alts. Have a plan for your alt season. Have a plan. I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and I'm saying, man, this thing just looks like she's ready to just another 117 swing. Yep. All I was saying is that, guys, you guys need to have a plan for your alt season, because I think it's going to be very similar to 2024, November, December. They rip, and you guys better be prepared to either sell, or you need to make a decision now that you're going to be hodling. There you go. December, I think that Bitcoin, just me personally, I do think that Bitcoin goes, we just had this serious hoorah. You know, I'm not going to be surprised either way. If Bitcoin has another hoorah all the way up to 122s, 130s, and then sideways trades for the summer, like we looked at the beginning of the stream, and then we ended up blasting up towards that 150s for Bitcoin. And your altcoins will be ready to rock and roll. And by that time, we will see some Bitcoin dominance cool off here. Look at that. No wonder why your altcoins are doing so well. But realistically, I think all the way up to 70%. 70%'s always been my target before it completely rolls over. 70%. And you see these blow-off tops. Again, on Bitcoin dominance, remember I was telling you guys this yesterday's stream. These blow-off tops. This is not a blow-off top. This is just a little pullback before we literally just rocket ship back up. So wouldn't be surprised either if the alts go ahead. You know, this is coming back down to support. Altcoins, Ethereum gets up to $3,600, $3,700. Solana back to 216. And then they have a massive pullback. And then Bitcoin dominance ends up doing its blow-off top at 70%, right? And then you end up finishing off your alt season where things go crazy. You end up getting your $500 Solana, your $5-6 XRP, your $50 Chainlink. Again, we went in our stream at the beginning. We can see here how the summers look like. Again, our summers look like this, guys. Summer times this is literally the beginning of July. The 9th, look, this is the 9th through the 12th. And we rip. And then we plummet. This is July. This is July. Again, beginning of July. Had a little hoorah, and then we plummet. Let's see if we end up having history repeat ourselves for a third year. If this was our last hoorah and we plummet. Now, none of us going to argue that, when we plummet and Bitcoin maintains $100,000, we're talking Bitcoin holding 100 G's. This could be the range right here. This would be nuts. And then we go into November, December, and then we roll on out of here. We do something crazy just like we did right here. And then roll on out. Same thing. This was November, December. This was Donald Trump getting elected here. Boom. I think this time we're just going to have the normal cycle where we just fucking rip. 130s, 150s. And it looks like, again, Bitcoin is still just cooking, man. I mean, in all reality, all I can say is, who the fuck wants to buy $117,000 Bitcoin? The bulls are just in full control of this thing. I mean, there she goes. She's just trying to take another swing at 117s. Let's see if, I mean, the Asia, and when I say the bulls are in full control, guys, the more they short this thing, they just keep squeezing them out. We have seen no red candles on Bitcoin. I'm talking about a legit little sell-off here, just a nice, healthy pullback. This thing is on bulls on parade, bro. Sheesh. I think when it dumps too, it's going to be violent. These guys are just squeezing everybody out, and then there's going to be no volume. Everyone's going to be afraid to short this thing, and then they're going to be able just to blitz this bad boy. I'm talking, it could be, you know, we've seen on Bitcoin, we've seen, let's see here, let's go to the daily. Look at these candles. In a single move, we've seen candles go from like something like this. Bam. That's a 13%er. I think it could be violent. I mean, a 13% move down. Just that puts us right at 100 grand. I mean, I'm just telling you, wherever this thing might be, we could see something violent coming up. Because again, we've seen no red candle. We have seen nothing. And again, it normally goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Sideways trade, little, you know, consolidation. We need to see if that's what they're going to do here again. Pump this thing all over again, all the way up. Crazy. And again, I figured we'd at least come down to 110. Come back down to 110 and then blow on out of here right all the way up to freaking 120s. This is out of hand, guys. This is cool. I mean, this just looks like a trumpet. Like she's ready to roll out of here. And again, I wouldn't be surprised. Look at Ethereum's doing the same thing. Haven't seen I mean, a big dump. Just come on back down. Nothing. Solana, XRP, Link. I mean, I guess at this point we got to say Bitcoin's going up to 117s again. 117. One hard green candle. One hard green candle is literally just 0.1 or something like that. It's 0.3, 0.5%. No 0.5% dumps, but a 0.5% pump all day long. Bulls are in full control. Maybe we get all the way up to 120 tonight. Who knows? That'd be crazy. I mean, technically, it just looked like this. Just another hard fucking green candle. I mean, literally, what the fuck is stopping it? Be right back. Average buys. We're coming up here. This was a little bit of the resistance right here. Kind of had a hard time, but if Bitcoin can get past all of this, then yeah, man, we're looking at, just look at that. She could just trump it right on up. 118s, 120s. Again, these guys, there's nothing. The bulls are in full force right now. Full force. Full force. And there's been no heavy pullbacks, nothing like that. Everyone's just been blown out, man. So it's just it's the Bulls games, and then they're gonna flip to hit the sell button, and it's just their game, man. And we're probably gonna miss all of these moves for these trades because this is, unless you're just using low leverage and riding all of this out. But look, Asia hours, we're literally climbing right up here. Like, this thing's getting ready to fucking trumpet, man. Insane. Who the fuck wants to buy a fucking $117,000 Bitcoin? Batshit crazy. No, I see average buys, XRP 64 cents. Killer entries, H-bar. So then just be prepared, man, when these things go crazy in the next month or two, if the alt season's coming. I think the top is closer than December. I don't know, man. We had a halving. We hit all-time highs before the halving. I think our top is much closer than we think. Euphoria is in the air. That's just me, but everyone feels like a fool when they sell a little early, and then everybody feels like a king when that fucker's plummeted. How long we've been streaming, guys? We've been on for a good an hour and 15 minutes. All right, guys. I think I might close up the stream. I just wanted to do just a quick, congratulations. The Coliseum belongs to the Bulls. $117,000 all-time high. If you guys are trading right now, make sure to be using your stop losses. After all the excitement today, if you were in any of the longs, man, and not trying to catch any shorts, congratulations to you, because today really was a shocker. As they shorted, they were blown out of the water. Bulls are in full control. Again, Coliseum belongs to the Bulls for right now. Bitcoin's probably heading right back up to this 117s. Get more fart coin. Our boy Fartcoin Moonboy says, get some more fart coin. But I'll probably end the stream. Yeah, we're just going over. I really wanted to go over the whole summer thing, guys. You know, I'm trying to analyze all of this. I want to get into some big shorts, but I got blown out of a couple of them. And then I had some nice trades today, but then I'm mentally just blown away. So I'm like, sheesh, man. I'm going to sit back, take the next few days off, hang out with my family. And, yeah, I know it's long, Steve. I knew who it was, dude. The other thing, too, guys, is like when we're day trading and I teach inside of the Coliseum, when we have established ranges for my strategy, that is our time to shine. That is our time to trade. And right now, the strategy is not present. So if you're trying to catch a throwing knife, I've had to dial down my leverage, baby. Dial it down big time, because this is, again, today was nuts. Batshit crazy. We want established ranges, guys. For the way I trade, we want absolutely established ranges. All right? Whether it's here to here, if we're looking at XRP, you know, XRP was in this massive established range. You can see here, massive established ranges. This right here, guys, will make you rich. This will make you rich. These ranges right in here. And right now, we don't have anything. Again, even on Chainlink, these nice big ranges between, let's see here. Let's clean up all of this here. Even just these ranges right here. These to Bitcoin will make you a lot of money. Right now, Bitcoin is in full tilt bull mode, and the strategy can't, we're not in a range. There is no established range. When Bitcoin comes down and we have an established range, now it's time to get busy. So this is why I told the Coliseum I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to go ahead and just enjoy all of this action, enjoy the spot bags, because I think they're getting ready to pump. But until we have an established range, it's probably going to be, and this is why I've lowered my leverage down to 3, but I'm still trading with 100K. That way there's no surprises, man. And just can manage all this, but we really want to see Bitcoin create a nice range. I don't care if it's between 110 and 115. You know, Bitcoin likes these, you know, these big $5,000 ranges. You know, here's a $5,000 range here. Here. Nice big range. Accumulation ranges. Nice big range. This is batshit full tilt bull run. No range. And I'm not longing it going into this because when the gig's up, this fucker rolls over pretty hard. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty. Fuck wants to trade this.